What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here for another predicted lineup video. Tomorrow the Europa League continues as Spurs travel to Belgium in a 5:55 kickoff against Royal Antwerp FC. Got Slav back in the hot seat. Before we get into the predicted lineup, I've got a special offer from William Hill to give to you today. That is Spurs to score over 3 goals, which was 7-2, but now it is 4-1, which is actually really good value. You got to expect Spurs to score 3 or more goals in a game like this. Stake limits may apply, so you can find that offer on their website or on the app. So go check that out. That is Spurs to score 3 or more goals. Was 7-2, now it is 4-1. Now let's get into the predicted lineup. Start off with a bit of team news. The team news is that there is no team news. There is no injury concerns apparently leading up to the game. So let's get into the lineup. We're going to go for a 4-2-3-1 formation. In goal, who do you think is going to go in goal?
Joe Hart.
Joe Hart to go back in goal for the Europa League. Hart in goal. Left back, Ben Davies has played left back last game. Reguilon hasn't played the last 2 games, is it? Or just one game?
No, just one.
Do you expect him to come back straight back in?
Yeah. Bit of pace down the left-hand side. I mean,
we missed him against Burnley, didn't we?
You saw on Monday. It's just so painful sometimes with Davies at left back.
Yeah, so...
It's essentially boring to watch him at left back.
So we're going to go Reguilon left back, right back. Now, Doherty's played the last 2 games, so do you expect Aurier to just come back in?
Aurier, Doherty, give him a... Can't play 3 games. You can play 3 games in a week. Can you play 2 in 3 days as well? He looks really unfit, I think, Doherty. So, yeah, Serge to come back in at right back.
Serge, so we got the 2 flying fullbacks in Reguilon and Serge Aurier. Now the centre-back partnership is going to be an interesting one because you got Toby Alderweireld coming back to his hometown, Antwerp. He's already put messages on social media how he can't wait to play there. Do you reckon he's going to play?
Yeah, actually, I didn't actually think about that. When you asked me before, you didn't... Well, I forgot he was from there, so maybe he could play then.
So who do you expect as partner?
Well, I mean,
Toby,
I thought
then?
we had Sanchez.
I mean, here we have Sanchez and Davis,
but now I'm thinking maybe it could be Alderweireld and Sanchez.
Yeah, so that's what I said originally. I thought maybe...
I said no because I forgot he was from Antwerp.
So you expecting Toby and Sanchez?
Yeah, I think it could be. I think it could be Toby, but I think the other option of Sanchez and Davis could also be a potential option for us. So
that's a back four of Reguilon, Toby, Sanchez, and Serge Aurier. In the 2 in midfield, you got to expect Harry Winks to play.
Yeah, I think he needs a really good performance. I don't even think he was that great against Lask.
Yeah,
I think he was trying too hard, and obviously he was poor in the 8 minutes he got against West Ham. I don't want to talk about it again.
He's got to do something to grab the shirt.
Yeah. He's got to really play well. He's got to create something, and
to be fair, if he's going to be playing in a middle 2. The player we put alongside him is Giovanni Lo Celso, though. So if Winks is aside him, do we really need him to create? He's not going to be there to create.
Him to create. You've got to do something. You're going to have that much defensive work to do against this sort of side. You need to, it needs a really good game to stake a claim for his place in the team.
All right, so Harry Winks alongside him, Giovanni Lo Celso, who hasn't started in a while. I mean. You saw Lo Celso come on against Burnley. He didn't have very long for those 10 minutes, but he looked good. He looked sharp. You expect him to be a very central part of what we're going to do tomorrow night. Yeah,
just sort of keep things moving, create. Really good, versatile midfielder. Can play sort of off the right and in the 10 as sort of more of a holding player. So really versatile and get some minutes in the legs and the tank, and then I really want him to play on Sunday against Brighton as well. I want to see him and Ndombele in the same side on the weekend, so hopefully get some minutes in this game and push on. It's just such a big squad.
Yeah,
it's really good competition.
It really is. So that's Winks and Lo Celso in the double pivot. On the left hand side, we're going to go for Steven Bergwijn. If he's fit. I mean, he was training as normal, so you expect him to be fit.
Hopefully he's fit. Again, he needs a bit of confidence. I think he's just lacking a bit of confidence.
I mean, the last Europa League game he started, and I thought he started the game really well, but then as the game wore on, he kind of drifted out the game and struggled for end quality. And
he's not. I don't know. What,
he hasn't grabbed his chances with both hands, has he?
He looks like he's not bothered half the time. That's the problem.
I don't know about
half-assed.
I don't know about that because I felt that he put he's known for his pace. He does put effort in.
I don't understand why we can't sign wingers that beat their man. I don't get it. What's the point of being a winger? Just why does every winger we have play with their back to goal, or play with? He loves backing into a defender. No, get the ball, turn, and run at your fullback. Beat your fullback. Get the cross in.
I mean, if Bergwijn does play on the left hand side, you know, he's fighting for the space with someone like Heung-min Son.
I want him to play on the right, and I want him to essentially beat his man down the right and get a cross.
He's not going to play on the right because on the right, Gareth Bale's going to play.
That's true. Okay.
You got to expect Gareth Bale to come in on the right, Bergwijn on the left.
But
you've got to expect Bergwijn to grab this spot with two hands.
A right-footed player like Bergwijn on the left-hand side, he's going to cut in.
Yeah,
but
against a team like Antwerp, you really do expect him to grab it.
Exactly. You need to sort of do what you were doing when you first joined the club.
Yeah,
that spark.
So Bergwijn on the left, on the right we just said Gareth Bale. Is this just another case of fitness?
I actually forget he even plays for us. That's what I was saying about Bergwijn playing on the right. I completely forget that you have Gareth Bale in the squad. So
I mean, is this a case? Is this a case of you expect Gareth Bale to perform, or is it just another game of fitness?
I know he's not fit. I know he's not fit, but people are talking like he's had a really bad injury. He hasn't. He played for Wales in September.
Yeah, but it's all talking about getting a pre-season behind you.
Yeah, but football's football at the end of the day. I don't like. Oh, you need a pre-season. If you're playing football for 10 minutes, you should be able to do for 10 minutes. Sorry, for 60 minutes, you should be able to play. All right, he isn't Gareth Bale that he was before, but pick the ball up, beat your man, have a shot. Has he actually had a shot since he joined us? And did he shoot?
Yeah, he has. He had that free kick when he first came on. So, and he skewed one wide against West Ham, didn't he?
He's just jogging around. I don't want to be critical, but it's sort of, this is a game where you expect him to sort of show his quality.
Yeah, but I think that you got to give Bale a bit of time. He was never going to come in and straight hit the ground running.
Don't expect him to hit the ground running, but in Europa League games, I expect him to, be the main man.
All right, so Bale on the right, Bergwijn on the left. In the middle, is Dele Alli going to come back in?
I don't think Dele starts tomorrow.
So who do you think starts?
I think Lamela starts tomorrow.
Lamela starts. Mm-hmm. I potentially thought Dele Alli just because he hasn't played in so long.
Could be. It could be. He needs a game,
doesn't he?
And he needs a goal. He needs a game. He needs a performance.
Yeah,
big time.
Slav's saying Lamela, I'm saying Dele Alli. Let me know who you think is going to be number 10 in the comments below.
I was about to call him Poch. I just don't think Jose rates Dele at the end of the day. I know he comes out and says he's working hard and he wants to, but you're not even putting him in the squad, so you obviously just don't rate him.
Yeah, but
which is fair enough.
But maybe because of the Europa League game, you're going to give him something.
If you don't rate a player as a manager, it happens at every club, and a new manager comes in and someone.
But he definitely rated him when he first came into Tottenham.
Yeah, but at the same time, there wasn't much else, was there?
It's true.
Now we've got a big squad. He's like, do I really want you? Do I really need you to be in that midfield? Do you work hard enough for me? Do you do it every week? He did. He really wasn't. He did it for about 4 or 5 games under Jose, and then sort of wasn't bothered.
But you can't really argue with
got the quality.
His goals output.
No, he's got the quality. He's got the ability. Has he got, as Jose says, has he got the motivation to sort of? It's up to him.
Well, I think it all comes down to coming in games like this to prove your worth to the team.
You remember, I know it's a bit different, but you remember before Harry Kane was Harry Kane and he was banging goals in the Europa League, and that's how he got his chance in the Premier League. That's what Dele's got to do. You've got 100%. You've got to just perform and keep performing, and eventually you do get your chance.
All right, so for argument's sake, let's go with Ali in there. You say Lamela, I say Ali. You guys let me know in the comment section below who you think it's going to be. And then up front, we're going for Vinicius, Harry Kane to get another 90 minutes rest.
I love this new striker.
What did you make of him out of his first game?
So that last game I only got to watch the first half as I had a football game myself. But the assists, obviously I've seen the goals. The assists were a fantastic awareness of what's around him, especially that second goal, the header, really nice assist. And in fact, both of them were really good. He's a clever player.
Yeah,
I think he's more intelligent than we thought. A really intelligent footballer. He can move for a big man, good feet, and I think that chance where he heads it wide, if that goes in, I think I don't know how to describe. If that goes in, I think he goes on and gets himself a couple more in that game.
Yeah, you could be you could be right.
I think he just needs. I just think he needs a goal, and he'll start. I think this could be the start of a really, really good signing.
And you could give him leeway for missing that chance.
No,
well,
yeah, of course, it happens. It happens. It's just it was just one of those. Yeah, you wanted him to score for him. More
and it was
than
his first
else.
minute of his Tottenham career. You know what I mean?
But I'm really excited by this kid, and I think he's going to be a really good striker, a really good option for us. It's a shame he didn't get minutes against Burnley. It looked like he was going to come off the bench at 0-0, but hopefully he gets minutes tomorrow, and he gets minutes on Sunday against Brighton.
Yeah, it was unfortunate for him that we scored.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him that we've got Harry Kane and Heung-min Son.
Yeah, but look, I think he's looking like a very good signing already. I know it's only been one game. We should probably take a chill pill, but look, I think he looks very good, especially for a backup striker.
Yeah, I think what we've lacked in the past is we had Soldado and Vinicius. I mean, they were both Soldado and Janssen. Llorente. So Soldado just he wasn't even brought in as a backup. He just wasn't good enough. Janssen was awful. I don't really know how to describe Janssen. Just
awful.
Yeah, awful. Llorente was sort of similar to Vinicius in the style of play, sort of, hold up play, bringing
Vinicius
others
got
into
a bit
play.
more about him.
But Vinicius is a bit more mobile, a bit more athletic. Obviously, he's I think 10 years younger than Llorente was, but someone to run the channels, which as well as hold up. Which I think Llorente was just hold up play, whereas Vinicius is hold up play, run the channels, come short. So I think he's got a bit of everything. This kid.
All right, so let me just run through that lineup with you one more time. That's Hart in goal, Reguilon left back, Aurier right back, Sanchez and Toby Alderweireld in the centre back pairing, Winks and Lo Celso in the middle, Bergwijn on the left, Bale on the right, Dele Alli in the middle, number 10 position, Slav says Lamela, and up front is Carlos Vinicius. If this is the lineup, what's your score prediction?
I think it'll be 2-0.
2-0 Spurs?
Yeah, I don't think we'll batter them. I think we were speaking before that, like you said, they're top of their league.
Yeah, they've won 5 games on the trot.
They're not.
They're on form.
Yeah, they're not. They're not going to roll over, especially at home. So I think it'll be 2-0. Yeah, just to sort of get the job done, move on to the weekend. I think that's going to be the case with a lot of these Europa League games. I don't think we're going to go into these games and win 4-5-0, 6-0. I mean,
but that team, you would back that team to batter.
Yeah,
most
of course,
of the teams in the Europa League.
Look, anyone can beat anyone in a game of football. Anyone can beat anyone in a game of football, and I think this, especially for these Antwerp players, their manager called it a dream come true.
Yeah.
They'll be well up for a game. They'll give us a game. You saw it in the all right, okay, we did beat Haifa 7-2, but you saw it in the qualifying games that these teams,
especially away from home,
that were worse than Antwerp, they were up. This is their big moment. This is what they've waited for. So none of these games are going to actually be, easy.
Although if we do get an early goal, you could expect us to go on.
I think Jose
and
just wants to
go
into each game, get the job done with no injuries, no problems, and just move on and focus on the league. And then hopefully when we get to the knockout stage, if we get there, which we probably will by winning the group, that's when you can sort of focus on the Europa League a little bit more.
You got to expect us to qualify from this group early.
Oh yeah, I expect us to top the group with 6 wins out of 6.
Yeah,
but I don't think we're going to win but we're going to win every game by 6. I think we'll just win. It's just about getting the job done.
Yeah,
games come thick and fast. You don't want any problems after these games. You just want to get it done and move on to the next one.
Do you think a bit of the kind of going away in Europe factor has been taken away from no fans in stadiums?
Yeah, although some of the countries you are allowed fans in stadiums. I think when we go to Lask away, they'll have fans, as we saw in the Arsenal game. We're in Austria, they had fans in the game. So I think some of them do have fans and some of them don't. And I think the games without fans do suit us more. Obviously, the European, you and I have been all over Europe, literally. Yeah. So the European atmosphere does play a factor, and I think that no fans suits us a little bit. But I'm not really sure. I think we should just, fans or no fans, you should be going to these teams and getting a result.
All right, so there you have it. Slav is going 2-0. I'm going to go 3-0 to Spurs. I do think if we get an early goal in this game, the floodgates can open. But we'll see what happens. Let me know in the comment section below what you think the predicted lineup's going to be, what you think the scoreline's going to be. Thanks, Slav, for joining me once again. And as always, come on, you Spurs.